shall we say of someone who quickly rolled up the tent of her life so as to be wrapped up in his eternal luminosity? There was so much of life that yet remained, which could have been used to bless, inspire, uplift, and encourage others. God's ways are incomprehensible, and we stand in perfect submission before His sacred designs. So Mesmin's parents were Mr. Xavier and Mrs. Ruby Corera. She was nurtured in deep faith and Christian values by her family. She was born on 19 September 1946 in Tuticorin and left for her eternal reward on 29 November 2021. That her death has left a deep void for her only sister, Mrs. Sheila Corera, is to say the least. The sibling intensity they both enjoyed has very few parallels. So Mesmin had a school education in Holy Cross Anglo-Indian School, Tuticorin. Our sisters had a very positive impact on Sister Mesmin, and she was inspired to join our congregation in the year 1963. So Mesmin's personal profile had such inspirational intensity. Endowed with gifts of every kind, in great measure, she transformed them into huge oases, so that a weary traveler, exhausted by the heat and dust of the desert, would feel refreshed. She was so very artistic, and creative ideas came to her easily. She was so very hardworking, very elegant, very future-oriented, and devotion to duty was the very texture of her personality. She graduated in English literature in the year 1969 in Holy Cross College, Trichy. She completed her post-graduation in French in Madurai Kamaraj University in 1972. And she secured the first rank, and recognizing her merit, the central government of India sent her to Paris to do a course in French for 3 months. She was very versatile and efficient in any role she played. She was a French teacher in Holy Cross College, Nagarkoil, about 9 years. Later, she was appointed as a librarian, where she excelled. She juggled with many other roles, like being the vice principal, secretary of the college, superior of the community. She was also one of the provincial councillors, and this gave her an opportunity to visit Peru and Colombia. She was also an English teacher as well as yoga instructor to the seminarians in Kota. Even after retirement, she was the controller of examinations in our college. She volunteered to live in the peripheral communities like Paravai, Manamadurai, and Tellanthi. Till the very end, she had been working for the congregation and province. She was in the process of correcting the translation of the life of Mother Veronica Paulian with the help of the French version. She has also put together the history of the province of Madurai until 2013, titled Flowing Grace. In fact, she was an excellent editor, orator, and writer. So Mesmin had a very special love for the mission and missionaries of Latin America. She was in constant touch with them, remembered their birthdays, and always had their well-being in her heart. To compress even into the smallest font a lifetime of great achievements is simply an impossible task. That she should take to the oars so quickly and sail away to meet the divine boatsman leaves us in great grief and sorrow. But we know that in the depth of our hearts, she is wrapped up in eternal light and intercedes for us. We know that in His will is our peace. Finally, we would like to give a concluding touch to the pen portrait of Sister Mesmin by borrowing the words of the poet Leo Marx. The life that I have is all that I have, and the life that I have is yours. The love that I have of the life that I have is yours and yours and yours. A sleep I shall have, a rest I shall have, for the peace of my years in the long green grass will be yours and yours and yours.
And I just want to be where you are, dwelling daily in your presence. I don't want to worship from afar. Draw me near to where you are.
Loss leaves a heart attack no one can heal. Love leaves a memory no one can steal. Yes, dear Sister Mesmin, your passing on to eternal life has created a big vacuum in the life of our sisters in the province, in the congregation, and to the society. As rightly said, the light within her works miracles for her. Sister Mesmin's hallmark is nothing less than her wisdom, knowledge, intelligence, efficient, and a beacon of light. She has enlightened thousands of young students in unleashing their potentials and helping them to self-actualization. Various responsibilities were held by Sister Mesmin. In all these, her creativity, spirit of hard work, sense of belonging, and newness spills and adds color to the mission. She is a person of conviction, voice of the voiceless, and well integrated and highly credible sister of the cross. She was the live wire at all the chapter meetings, holding big dreams and great vision for the congregation. Sister Mesmin was very understanding, encouraging, and loving towards the young sisters. She was loved, adorned by her faculties as the best of administrator and an efficient librarian. She was loved and admired by her sisters for her effective animation and the number of translations that's done in the province. She was loved by the poor and her heart moves towards the needy. The congregation has lost a great personality. Dear Sister Mesmin, time may pass and fade away, but memories of you, our dear sister, will always stay. With the treasured memories, Sister Josephine Alex.
Sister Mesmin reminds me of tenderness and love. When someone you love dies, life is never quite the same. You just slowly learn how to go on without them, but always keeping them tucked safely in your heart. Sister Mesmin was someone who guided me when I was very young. I especially loved the way she used to hold herself as an animator of the community during the time of spiritual reading, community meetings, and personal encounters. Her passion for yoga and love for nature, she was very much attentive to my missionary life here in Peru, in Latin America. Especially during these last few years of her life on earth, very much she was in touch with all of us missionaries of Latin America, and especially I could feel her closeness, her continuous attention and care, even though it was from far. When I came to know her, I was a novice with 18 years old. But as I joined the Nagarkol community as a junior sister, she was the animator of the community and she was the model for me until today. I often thought whenever I saw her as a junior sister, I always felt if I become a sister in a community and if I become an animator, I will follow her ways in spiritual reading and community meetings. I did French in the college, and as she was specialized in French, she used to help me. As an animator, she was very approachable and confident. She used to inspire me to be confident in her. It was a joy for me to go to her for accountability and personal visit. She was also very creative, and her sharings always inspired me and were very much thought-provoking. I could always experience a sincere joy in her about my progress in the mission. I thank the Lord today for all the learnings I got from her, all the special attention she gave me, not only when I was near her, but also as I was far from her in distance. But in hearts we were close, because every time if I had some progress in the mission, some activities in the mission, she was the one who used to send me a message congratulating me and appreciating me. I could always feel a kind of sincere encouragement from her, and I really enjoyed it. Often I have shared this with other people, other friends, about her attention towards me. A great soul has departed, but the memories shall never fade. Sister Mesmin, loss of you in my life is huge, but I can share this pain. Many others who are suffering this pain of loss at the same time have a strong faith that you from above, you are continuing to bless me and appreciate me and accompany me. Thank you, Sister Mesmin, for allowing me to be part of your life, and thank you for entering to my life, especially in my missionary life. May your soul rest in peace, and I am sure that you have inspired many, and many of us will follow your steps in animating others. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Once again, may she rest in peace.
My dear Sister Mesmin, the news of your sudden demise came to my heart as a thunderbolt. I just could not understand the mystery behind, because I was not in the list of participants for retreat at CHF Nagarkoil from 3rd to 9th November. But it was in God's plan that I should come there to Nagarkoil to meet you, to sit by the side of you, receive your blessings, get your timely help and suggestions for the project of our rule of life, which I am coordinating at present, and be encouraged by you. It still looks a mystery, but it has taken place in my life. I cherish your memories, dear sister. I have hardly seen or contacted you, but the very few times I heard and encountered you have made me feel comfortable in your presence. What else do we need here on earth? Those few moments have disclosed your genuine love and appreciation that keep lingering in my heart even today. Especially, you had a lot of appreciation for my ministry of writing, and your uplifting words always encouraged me to journey an extra mile in spite of the hurdles I encountered in my life journey. Your silent and unassuming way of significant contribution to the growth of our congregation, especially after your retirement, has made an impact in my life. I still remember your kind and empathetic words at the time when I lost my sister John Marie, which left me incredibly in sorrow and grief. Thank you for being so considerate. It means more to me than words can describe. Certainly, words cannot adequately express my gratitude. But please know that from the depth of my heart, I thank you for the person who you were and what you had been to me. Thank you for walking this road with me, even though it was only for a short period in my life. The legacy that you have left behind will linger in our hearts as we move forward to renew our commitment daily. Please intercede for us, and let me tell you that I miss you, dear sister. Yours affectionately, Sister Metti Amridam.
Dear Sister Mesmin, you are a beautiful, precious gift from God to me. From the very beginning of my religious life, I was with you in CHF community. You were a loving mother, caring sister, and sharing friend to me. I admire your generosity of heart in helping others, your commitment and dedication to the Lord. You are hardworking and sincere in the entrusted mission. You had a love for nature as well as you are very innovative, systematic. You are known for your linguistic skills. You are a forgiving person. Dear Sister Mesmin, your presence always supported me, especially in times of difficulty. You were a comforting mother who listened to me and encouraged me to swim over the conflict situations. I am inspired by your devotion to Mother Mary because in times of confusion and doubt, you always pray to Mother Mary to enlighten and inspire you to go forward. That showed your reverence to Mother Mary. If you don't get an inspiration from Mother Mary, you used to put lots to find out the purpose and plan of God. When I have to go for the clinical practice in Coimbatore, arranged me to stay in your friend's house for 2 weeks because if I have to stay in the community, I need to travel long time and change 3 buses. In this way, you expressed your love, concern towards me. Dear sister, when you were in the hospital, you were speaking with me, and I am unable to imagine that you are no more with us. You left us very fast, but repeatedly you used to say that God has given me the bonus years and I am living my bonus years. Let me be prepared to go to God. It showed your contentment in life. You promised to my parents and siblings that you would visit my family before my leaving to Peru. But it happened just the opposite. When I left for Peru, along with my family members, I came to see you in the cemetery. It is heartbreaking to think of your absence. Though many were there to say bye to, when I left CHF, but the none of their presence replaced your presence. I miss you, dear sister, unable to accept that you are not with us. Your departure has broken many hearts. I miss you, dear sister, and I love you, dear sister Mesmin.